Before we continue, you were talking about the dunk contest, and just everyone's mad at the All-Star game. I've come to the realization it's just not for me.
No.
It's just not for me.
You know what, Chasky? I'm not mad at the game. I'm disappointed over the entire weekend, and it starts with Adam Silver.
What?
He embarrassed himself.
That guy. Does he look like an alien?
No, I'm not going to get into how he looks.
No, he does. He looks like an alien. Like if I were to say to a child, draw an alien, he looks kind of like an alien.
He looks like Nosferatu, the old vampire. That's what he looks like.
That's a good call.
I'm not
That's a
going to
good
get
call.
that one because Adam Silver's a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? He sat down at the gatehouse.
Wow.
We chopped game before the NBA Finals. Adam Silver, good friend in the roast.
Bet you didn't bully him.
No, I did not. No, I did not. Oh, bullying thing. You got me bullying a bully. The narcissist of the show is just asking me
100%.
everything's about. Yeah,
I admit it.
The streets are hitting me up. I'm in flight. I'm getting texts. Yo, people are calling you a bully. What? Oh, by the way, film on Mike. You're going to catch a stray today, too. Because I saw the list of the meanest host. How the hell am I the fourth meanest host? Everything I've done for this company.
2.
No, I'm at least at the bottom 4. I'm one of the nicest hosts here. Everything I've done for every producer, technical producer, gifts I've given, jobs I've given to people here. Jobs.
Oh.
I'd like the Bob Myers at 95-7 a game.
Hey, boys.
I'm orchestrating a great team, and all of a sudden, I'm the mean guy.
You know what? You're right. Thank you, Bonte.
Thank you, Bonte. Thank you, Bonte.
Bonte.
I want my damn respect. I go to Cabo for 5 days. All of a sudden, I'm the mean guy and the bully around here. Okay, that's fine. I'm back. The bully's back then. And I'm not the bully in Baltimore. I'm the bully in Frisco. All right? 888-957-9570.
Are you a bully with a fully?
Nah, I don't rock with
Mac McClung, though.
No, yeah, go ahead, Mike McClung, because I want to finish on the whole All-Star weekend.
Look, we had the game on. I was up the Russian River. I was with Guido and his wife and the kids and stuff, and so we were playing board games while the game was on in the background.
You must have been really bored.
And little Mikey loves the NBA.
That was good.
And it was good. It wasn't bad. It was almost like Boardroom with Kevin Durant and Banksy or whatever.
Banksy, yeah, Eddie Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Shout
I was
out
trying to think of what his name. But like we had it on in the back, and everybody, even Jenny, his wife was like, "They're playing no defense. What is this,
dude?
What is this? I can't even keep up with what the rules are." And literally, the board game was more compelling than All-Star. I couldn't believe even the kids had their backs to the television and could care less. Now the night before with Mac McClung, it was fun watching him dunk.
Right.
I'm not ripping Mac McClung. I am more sad that it went from this. And I'm not angry. I'm not outraged because I know everyone's gotten their rocks off on this. The dunk contest used to be a passage of a rite of passage, a rite of passage. It was a coming of age thing.
Yep.
Now I know that's turned. You can blame LeBron, you can blame this guy.
I'm blaming LeBron James.
You can blame all these different people.
I'm blaming LeBron.
But let's contrast it with the home run derby. Last year, it was a kingmaker for Julio Rodriguez.
Yes, but you also had Ronald Acuna. You had Pete Alonso. You've had Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You've had Ohtani.
Soto won it all last year.
Soto, you had it in there.
Yeah.
You've had star after star
agreed.
after star. And that's what the NBA All-Star Game used to be. It was comparable to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. And so when I think about All-Star Weekend, and Kevin Durant said it on his podcast.
He's right.
Mike McClung, it's a great story. But why is Mac McClung a G leaguer in the dunk contest? Why is Jericho Sims? Nobody knows he's from Texas. Nobody knows he's on the second team. He doesn't even play for the New York Knicks. Why is he in the dunk contest? LeBron did that. You had Dominique, you had Mike, you had Vince Carter, Jay Rich. You had stars.
I think Vince Carter's is the greatest performance. The one in Oracle in 2000, to me, is the greatest compliment. Like that first round, it was flawless.
But even Dwight Howard, was in that dunk contest. Dwight Howard was in the dunk contest. Steve Francis was in that same dunk contest with Vince, and he was sick of that dunk contest. And we forget about it because Carter was so great. But you get Mac McClung, you get all these guys in there, and to me, that's LeBron's fault. If LeBron set the table as quote-unquote the face of this era by participating in the dunk contest, then go do it. Like there was a picture of Kobe, LeBron, CP3, and somebody else Dwayne Wade in the skills competition. Now we got Giannis and his brothers.
I know.
Going on against the scrubs from Utah.
If baseball had Mac Williamson that's the equivalent of Mac McClung. Mac Williamson winning the home run derby, would we not crush baseball?
We would crush them. The NBA deserves to be crushed.
They do,
but
it feels like we're piling on because this is where we're at now.
No. But Adam Silver says something that really bothered me over the weekend. He said this has been the most competitive season we've seen in NBA history.
Well, that's a lot.
And I said, dude, I almost jumped back in the pool at 9 o'clock at night in Cabo. I couldn't believe I read that. And I'm thinking to myself,
with floaties,
what the hell? I didn't bring the floaties, so it would have just,
I want to paint the visual of you with like a Mai Tai, with like a little umbrella in the drink and floaties.
The pool is only 5 feet deep, so your boy is safe.
Oh, it's perfect.
Your boy is good. You can just
when
walk
you're 7
in there.
feet tall,
Yeah, you want to play the Silver Sound real quick? Play the Silver Sound.
the single most competitive season in our history as a measure of team records in terms of the closeness and measured by wins and losses around the season. I think that's a reflection of the incredible quality of play we have in this league. The dramatic number of international players now in the league. And it's interesting also that we've had probably as much player movement this year as any time in our history. And I think that speaks to teams, as we got close to the trade deadline, trying to situate themselves in the best possible position to compete going into the playoffs. And in this case, over 10% of the entire league was moved roughly in the last week before the trade deadline. And so there's so much positive happening in this league. Again, I just end my opening remarks by thanking the people here.
How is that a good thing, all the player movement? How is players demanding trades a good thing
it's horrible
all the
for
time?
The consumer.
It's been a terrible product. I feel bad for the fans. I really do. I really do. And you know how I feel about that. If you're a fan, don't watch. But you know what? That was unwatchable over the weekend. And for Adam Silver to say that, and it took not LeBron, and Steph Curry wasn't a part of the All-Star game this weekend, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But Kevin Durant, it took Anthony Edwards to say the most how should I say this? The most truthful thing all weekend.
It was
Anthony
the most
Edwards.
impactful thing I heard all weekend.
He said, all the guys sitting, resting, that's the only thing I probably don't like about the NBA. Just play, man. If you're 80%, you got to play. I don't like all the sitting, missing game stuff. These people might not have enough money to come to more than one game. And that might be the game. So go play. Go play. Anthony Edwards. So that gives me hope on the future of this league. LeBron James, he gets a lot of blame for this era of basketball. Now, Steph and the Warriors, it's not fair, but he started the whole player movement. He started the whole super team thing. Well, they followed after LeBron.
I know.
He made it acceptable.
But LeBron plays.
He does play.
I'll give him
but
that.
A lot of guys don't play.
At 38 years old, he's having another monster year.
But when he does play, he takes a lot of nights off. You get what I'm saying?
At least he's in the lineup. He plays a lot of games. You got to give LeBron